Alright, hey guys, it's Deathghat here. I decided to record a video guide for the final quest in the Unlocking Lightkeeper quest chain, the quest Getting Acquainted. The quest has you run amok in the water treatment plant looking for a flash drive, and I noticed after 2 attempts that the flash drive spawn locations are not entirely listed on the wiki. The wiki only lists a few of them. And the way, if you just kind of followed the spawns that the wiki gives you, you would likely end up walking over several spawns, and you'd miss it, and you'd probably be tearing your hair out, going, "Oh man, I don't know if it spawns every raid, or I don't know where. If maybe it doesn't list all the spawns, it doesn't." Um, so I took the liberty of doing hours and hours of offlines on Lighthouse to try and map out every spawn. So I would just, turn Lighthouse upside down, just checking everything. And after a while, I started to get this map laid out and I marked all the spawns. And once I started following this route and still doing offlines, I had a 100% success rate in finding the flash drive as long as I survived the rogues. Um, so throughout the video, you will see um, if I come across a spawn in my guide, you will see a cut to the video footage of me finding the flash drive in that location if I have, right? And so there's probably 5 or 6 of those in the video where you'll see what it actually looks like in the spawn and whatnot. There is one in Building 3 that I found. That was my first try after the guide finding it. It was at nighttime, so it's on the table. It could be a little hard to see, but it's on the table. You should see it in the actual guide. The footage of me finding it myself in a live raid it's just at nighttime. So for starters, we're gonna switch right here. I recommend you start at Building 3 in the right underneath these eastern rocks here. That's what I found. That's the way I go through Lighthouse usually, and it seems to me like the greatest route because you start off here, which is a safer route. You usually don't have to worry about, especially if you spawn up here. You don't have to worry about too many people getting in your way right off the rip. So you'll start right here, and you start clearing the rogues. You track some spawns here. You move from Building 3 to Building 2, and there's 2 spawns, or 2 different sections of Building 2 to check for spawns. Then from there you move to Building 1. And the reason I did this was because if you're fast, by the time you get to here, these guys, the scavs that should be going around, they should be moving into Building 1 and trying to loot these rogues. And I wouldn't recommend trying to go loot the rogues while you're doing this, just because you have to have a lot of spawns to hit. So you want to try and kind of get in there and get there fast. So by the time you're leaving Building 1, there's a good chance the scavs and whatnot are going into Building 1 and moving to Building 2 to try and loot. So from Building 1, you move immediately into the middle of the water treatment plant, and you hit these various shacks and a few guard towers, and you move this way back towards the north, towards Building 2. There's a few spawns right here. Then you move east, and then there's 2 shacks, and then you'll end right here on the helicopter. And I will preface all this with saying I don't know exactly if I've missed any spawns. It doesn't appear that I've missed spawns, but if you are 100% that you've checked every single one of these spawns and you haven't found it, there's a good chance that there's a spawn elsewhere, and I addressed that in the video. And so my advice would be, if you've hit all these spawns and you don't find it and you're 100% positive that you didn't walk over it and miss it, probably just reset or try and find it in an offline yourself, and let me know down in the comment section if you find it in a new spawn or if you've found it at all. Like, I would love to hear feedback telling me if this route helped you get it. So without further ado, let's cut to the video. Which I know they will. Alright. Grounders on 3. What a surprise. Right.
Scav over there.
First things first. Let's go clear the rest of this. What a surprise. There we go. That guy's dead. Alright. Now for spawns in here, what we want to do is a little bit unorthodox on the pathing here because of, you know, things that are going on. There's a spawn here on this table. Check some of these spawns. Check that. From here, we're gonna go up. Check up here. There's another spawn down there that we're gonna check shortly. Checking these, checking these. Where's his head? Found it. Okay. Building 1 and building 2 are no longer a problem. We're gonna check here. We're gonna check here. We're gonna check this shelf right here. Check the table. Check this shelf. We got nothing. Check in here. Check this table. Check these. Check this. Check this. Check that.
Vehicle exit? Because we don't have northern, so we're gonna be going back to shoreline.
I just fucking found it. Huge. It was in building 3.
Got it?
Yeah, let's get. I think building 3 is a bust. So now we're gonna go to building 2. Okay. We're gonna scan, make sure. Now we're gonna run to building 2 here. It's probably not that common of a problem in onlines, but you gotta be wary about grounders in the middle, especially since we have to go there. There's a spawn in here, in this little storage closet. The wiki says it's on that shelf. I've never seen it there, but I've also never seen it in this room, period. Okay. Got nothing in here. Let's go check inside here. Bitcoin. Wow. Check on here. Check on there. Check this shelf in here. The wiki says there's spawn in this hallway, I think, on one of these shelves. Possibly. We got nothing on this side, so let's go up to the second floor. And then from there we can actually check for any grounders. Check on this desk. These are just spawns that I recommend checking. Not that I've ever found them or they've been claimed, but just because it makes sense. Check by this fucking... on this desk. Here. I think I just collided those. Check this shelf. Chair. Another radio. Oh! Look at that. There it is again. In building 2. Here. I think this room's a bust. So now we check that shelf. We did. We go in here. Check this chair. Check in here. Let's see. Check on this shelf. I have found it before on this shelf somewhere. I'm gonna upload a little clips of what it looks like in every spawn that I found. I think building 2 is almost a bust here. There is another spawn to check in here. Check on here. The wiki says it spawns on this table. This is one of those ones that I haven't found yet. Haven't seen it there. Alright, so from here, building 2 is done and clear. Let's pack mags.
Scav ahead.
Yeah, that's my backup armor. The slick, just in case. From here we go to building 1. Looks like we're actually be able to actually finish this fucking route. Excuse me? Okay. Invincible rogue or already dead. From here, obviously we gotta be wary about grounders. Turret blocking it? No, I think I killed that turret. It didn't look... Oh my god. Move. He's hungry. That was a pretty nasty flick. I think there's one still alive. Maybe. Alright, so from here we don't even need to go through all the entirety of building 1. Obviously, I'm sure anyone here knows that if you're getting to building 1 late, you have to worry about player scavs and whatnot. From here, we're checking this. I'm gonna check out here for any more roamers. I don't know what that is. Check on this table. Check on this table. Check on this shelf. And right there, that's the flash drive. I'm gonna complete the run, just so you can see all the rest of the spawns. From here, we're gonna check up here. Check this shelf. Check this table. We're gonna run down. Check this shelf. Check this table. It's actually huge. It's the first time I found it there, so that's an extra little bit of fucking footage I can put in there to show people. Another bandage. Check these shelves down here. Now we check this side. And this is the easy one. It's pretty easy to sit here and tell you, oh, just go check all the buildings, right? It's the ones in the water treatment plant that are kind of rough, knowing which ones. Hey, look at that, Slink. You check that. Check this table, check this shelf, check this gurney, check that, check this table. Now from here, we're gonna turn around. We don't need to go loot anything back there. On the front end, this is likely easier done at night. Alright, we're just gonna fucking send up a prayer and we're gonna leave that guy up. It's annoying as fuck. There we go. Alright, so from building 1, you come out and you check in here. You check these shelves. And then from here, we go, there's another one. There's another little storage closet to check. If I don't get murked by fucking rogues here. Check this shelf. Then from here, we're going right there to that tent with this. From here, I think it's safe to pop in Obdelbos 2 to help finish the run. Check in here, check these tables. In here, the wiki says there's a spawn right here on this radio. And around. The spawn on the wiki says it's back here in this little shack, but I've been checking everything back here by this right there. This container. From here, it says there's a spawn on top of there. I don't know where it is. I've never seen it, but if you feel like, if you get all the way to the end, if you don't check it, because that's like a dangerous spot. If you don't check it and you get all the way in and you haven't found it, try checking that. But from there, because I've never seen it up there. I've never seen it. The wiki doesn't even say where it spawns up there. But from here, we're gonna go cross over again. Go up into this guard shack, check on that chair, probably check on the ground too. From here we got nothing. That's what the wiki says. The wiki says there's a spawn in here. It says it's on this table, one of these tables I think. The wiki does not claim that there is a spawn in here by the BRAM you need for marking revision. There is a spawn in this area. I believe I found it on this gurney, but it also might have been on this thing. Probably doesn't hurt to check this. There's another spawn. This is where one of the B-rams is. So from here we head straight east. There's 2 spawns here. The wiki says there's a spawn inside that building, that little storage closet. It does not list the spawn that is on this table. So then from here you would open this, check this shelf in here. It's on one of these shelves. There it is. That's what the motherfucker looks like. Check that one behind if you feel like it. And then from here we keep running south. And we're gonna skip all of this. This one right here, this one doesn't open. This shed. Perhaps there's a spawn in here somewhere. Run around. This one doesn't open either. This is the helicopter, I believe. I haven't had any reason to check in there yet, but if you get to the end of this route and you still haven't found it, perhaps check some, subplots in there. There's a spawn in this shack. And just check this shack. Ah. Where are we on the map? We're right to the right of one of the... Statistically, every time I've done it, if I didn't find it in this shack, it's in one of these weird spots. Like, for example, it's not here, right here, because I have it, right? But one raid, it wasn't in there, and I've checked every spawn that I, have listed, and it was in here. So this is another spot. This is the last spot you check that I've mapped, and it was right here on that phase into it. Chat, what is that? That's fucking cringe. That's what that is. How the fuck do I grab it? But, so if you have gotten to the entire thing and you haven't found it, check in here. Keep in mind, though, that was glitched for me and I could not pick it up when it was phased through this. It was like half sticking out of it. So, from that, you're done. If you still haven't found it, you may have missed a spawn. You may want to backtrack and just check some other random spawns. Obviously, I probably haven't got them all. Maybe check the helicopter. I'm sure there's a spawn there that I just haven't seen yet. And then from here, we're just going to go and get out of here. Okay, there's landmines there that I completely forgot about. That would have one-tapped me. Oh, you died a little too much. Yeah. I feel that. I've been doing offlines all day, trying to map out this quest. That's a W.